Have you ever noticed how your cat melts into a puddle of bliss when you rub their cheeks? But what if I told you this simple gesture holds a secret that could transform your bond with your cats and even their health? From surprising science to heartwarming effects, there's more to this cheeky habit than meets the eye. Stick around, because by the end of this video, you'll discover why rubbing your cat's cheeks daily isn't just adorable. It's life-changing for both of you. In this video, we're going to be looking at simple things that you can do at home to help strengthen the bond between you and your cat. Just using these easy tricks, you too can become a bona fide king or queen of the cats. But before we dive in, why not subscribe and join our Kit Kat universe for more tips and tricks to help you become the best cat parent you can be. Number 1, get cheeky. You probably think you know how to pet your cat already, but have you discovered this secret spot that will make your fur baby melt? If you want to make your kitty extra pleased with you, next time you're giving them some pets, try rubbing your fingers against their cheeks. Be careful to avoid the whiskers, as these are extra sensitive. The reason this cheeky little gesture is just a thing to get your Maga's motor running, and listen to that engine purr, is because on top of giving them some glorious pets, you're also satisfying one of their deepest instincts. Cats have an instinctive desire to mark things and people that they see as belonging to them with their scent, and one of the ways that they do this is by rubbing their cheeks against them. Your fur baby's cheeks contain special glands that, when compressed, release a pheromone scent. When you rub your kitty's cheeks, you're getting their scent all over your hands, making your cat feel safer and more secure in their friendship with you. Number 2, lend them your clothes. No, not to wear. However cute you might think your kitty would look in that new hat you got from Target, cats definitely prefer the au naturel look when it comes to wearing clothes. Their own fur coat is plenty warm enough for them, but they will likely appreciate it if you lend them some of your old t-shirts or socks. No, they're not planning on donating them to Goodwill or involving them in some kind of arts and crafts project. Your old clothes, especially if you haven't washed them since their last wear, will carry your scent. Your kitty may like to have their own scent spread around the place to signal that they're the king of the house, as if anybody could ever doubt it. But that doesn't mean that they don't like the way you smell. In fact, to your kitty, your scent is associated with love, safety, and security. Letting them have one of your old teas to keep in their cat bed will help them feel that feeling even when you're out of the house. Essentially, it's their way of keeping you close. Number 3, blink and you'll miss it. One of the most subtle ways that our kitties have of showing their affections is also one of the cutest. The slow blink, also known as a cat kiss or an I love you blink. This is when your fur baby makes eye contact with you across the room and very slowly closes their eyes and then opens them again. It's their way of saying that they love you and showing that they trust you. Think of it as the cat equivalent of blowing a kiss to someone across the room. It's also one of the elements of feline body language that is easiest for a human to imitate. All you have to do is lock eyes with your kitty and slowly blink at them. You can do it after they do it first, or you can do it off the cuff just because you feel like it. Number 4, get ahead. Slow blinking may be the easiest cat gesture for a human to imitate, but it's not the only one. Another popular kitty love language is headbutting or bunting. This is when your fur baby bumps their head against your hands, or, for braver and more adventurous kitties, clambers up somewhere so that they're level with your face, so they can bump their head against your forehead. What's up with that? Well, it's another way for your fur baby to share their scent with you. You might notice that they're more likely to do this after you come home for the day, when your scent is probably slightly off from being outside the house. We probably wouldn't recommend actually headbutting your fur baby back. You're quite a bit bigger and stronger than them after all, and we wouldn't want any accidents. But you can still show your love by helping them out when they're trying to bunt you. Simply duck down so that they can reach your head from the ground and butt against it more easily. They'll surely appreciate it. Number 5, only with permission. Cats love being pet, but that doesn't mean that they're up for it at any time. As any experienced cat parent knows, the most easygoing kitty can get very scratchy if they've decided that they don't want to be petted today, and the oblivious human doesn't get the hint quickly enough. Equally, sometimes you can be petting your fur baby, and the two of you seem to be having a lovely time when suddenly, out of nowhere, they lash out and run away. What on earth? What's happening in this scenario is that your fur baby probably was enjoying the pets up to a point, but then they decided to tell you to stop, and you didn't. But I didn't hear them tell me anything you might be saying, and that's true. Therein lies the biggest boundary between effective human and feline communication. When we're trying to convey information to somebody, we tend to try words and sounds first. Our kitties prefer body language. When petting your cat, the way to keep an eye on their enjoyment levels is to look at their tail. A cat who is happy with the pets will have a relaxed tail. A cat who's getting a bit testy will have a tail that is twitching slightly at the end. And a cat who is getting very annoyed might be lashing their tail around like a mad snake. When it comes to recognizing whether a cat wants to start a petting sesh, on the other hand, the trick to not getting clawed is to ask permission first. Move your hand slowly towards your cat's head and then hover it slightly above. Don't touch. Wait. If your kitty wants to be pet, they will raise their head to bunt against your hand as a signal that they want to proceed. If they don't want to be pet, however, they'll duck away as a sign that they'd rather you back off. Number 6. Hello, kitty. Is your cat particularly chatty when you wake up in the morning or come home from work in the evening? Does your fur baby greet you by meowing at the top of their voice? Maybe they even follow you around the house, meowing at regular intervals. When you try to figure out what they want from you, the answers aren't forthcoming. They've had dinner, their water dish is full, their litter box is clean, and although they definitely appreciate some pets, it doesn't stop them meowing. So, what are they asking for? Probably nothing. Just like us, our cats sometimes just want to chat. So, if you want to make your cat extra happy, try replying the next time they meow at you. You can make an actual meow noise if you fancy yourself as an animal impressionist. Or, if that feels a bit silly, you can also just talk to them. Your kitty might even respond, and the two of you can start a whole back-and-forth conversation. We're sure it'll be very interesting, even if you can't understand half of it. Number 7. Pets and prizes. You might think that it's a bit mercenary to bribe your kitty with treats in order to get them to be more affectionate. After all, shouldn't they want to hang out with you just for the sake of it, without needing any incentive? Surely the pleasure of your company should be reason enough. But your fur baby doesn't necessarily know how you would most like them to show you their affection. Cats can show affection just by sitting near somebody and not touching them. If you want to encourage your kitty to show you some love in a way that you can understand, then you should make sure to reward them when they do so that they know that they're doing the right thing. Number 8. Learn what they like. There are a lot of things that you can do to help build your bond with your cat. But equally, there are a lot of things that you shouldn't be doing, and not all cat parents are aware of the difference. Even a simple affectionate gesture, like a kiss, can be perceived negatively by your cat, which risks damaging your bond with them instead of preserving it. If you want to learn how not to show your cat affection and some tips for what you should be doing instead, check out this video.